Hey Big Tree, today we are doing a speed ladder video. If you took phys ed this week, earlier in the week, you already know what the speed ladder is. We did a workout with you. If you haven't had it yet, you will later in the week with us, but you're also going to get some practice today, being Wednesday. Now, what's a speed ladder? Speed ladder is something that you work on. It works on agility, speed, strength, a whole bunch of things, coordination, that you can work on every day at home on your own. Some people have an actual speed ladder that they may have, that their parents bought them, or they have it laying around the house. Maybe mom and dad have one. If you don't, it's super easy to make your own. You can use anything, space it out on the floor. You can see right here we use pieces of paper and some poly spots and made our own speed ladder. The point of a speed ladder is you can do all sorts of footwork and everything in between the spots. You might go side to side between the spots, everything like that, jump, hop, skip. There's a bunch of different movements you can do through that. Now, some of you will say, I don't have paper or poly spots. You can put 5 socks on the ground and make a speed ladder. You can put 5 old t-shirts on the ground to make a speed ladder. Technically, you can just use your imagination and pretend there's stuff on the ground that you're working around. You don't even need stuff to make one, but I'm sure you can find something. Napkins, paper towels. People use toilet paper rolls like they were cones. They set them up on their floor. So there's a lot of different options when you're looking to make a speed ladder at home so you can do this video. Now, if you don't have a lot of room and you don't have a spot to make it, you can do whatever moves we're doing in a stationary position. If we're hopping over the cones or the marks on the floor, you can just hop in one spot. If we're sliding in and out, you can slide back and forth in one spot. All right, there's no excuse to not do it. If you can, make your own speed ladder, use whatever you want, just don't use something you're gonna trip on. And if you don't have room or you don't have stuff to use your imagination or work in one spot in a stationary spot. Good luck. All right guys, I'm gonna give you a couple different ones to work on at home. Now, when you do these, you should do them probably at least 4 times, but anywhere between 4 and 10 times each movement. So you're gonna go through the ladder 4 to 10 times, depending on the movement and how hard or difficult it may be. So one of the most basic ones we do is 2 feet between each spot. So if we go, we're gonna go a little bit of high knees, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way through. We're gonna do that 4 or 10 times. Another one you could do is like a crisscross, where you're gonna alternate feet. Land on your outside foot here, outside foot here, outside foot here, outside foot here, all the way down through, almost like a skater that we've done in the past when we do the skater move when we're doing different CrossFit stuff. Only you're doing it as you're moving forward. Now, another variation of that move is foot, and then your other foot lands this time on the ground next to it, keeping your balance. First time, your second foot didn't hit the ground. This time, both feet are going on the ground. A third one that you can do, turn sideways, and we're gonna go 1, 2 between each spot. I'm gonna do that at least 4 times. Then, I'm gonna turn, face the other wall, so I'm leading with the opposite foot this time. And I'm gonna do that. Those are a couple examples of what you should be doing at home.
Couple different variations. We're going to go through like a slalom course. I'm going to walk like a duck through the course. I'm going to stay low like a duck, squatting through the entire course. Once I get to the end, I'm going to quickly go back to the top. We can do a bear crawl, staying on our hands and on our feet. Knees don't touch the floor. Once I get to the end, go back to the top. How about a crab walk? What's a crab walk? With your backside towards the floor, and you're crawling like a crab, slaloming through the course. Once you get to the end, Get up, sprint on back. How about push-ups? Go through a sideways push-up. And you're gonna make sure after you go through one way, you go back and you try it the other way, facing the wall. Give that a shot. Okay, whatever objects you use for your speed ladder, take those objects and surround yourself with them. And what you're gonna try is this little balance challenge. I'm gonna lift one foot and I'm just gonna tap it on each one of the objects, trying to maintain my balance. Oop, I stumbled a little bit, but I'm gonna try to go around the world. If you're 7 years old, go around 7 times. Maintaining balance, tapping each object with your toe. Make sure you're trying both feet. Around the world. Whoa, Mr. Scooter. Boom, back. This takes balance and coordination. Once you do your legs, you're gonna do your upper body. Put your hands right in the middle of your circle. Take one hand and you're gonna go around the world. It's going to get a little bit tricky when you have to go underneath your body. But you tap each object around the world. Make sure you try both hands. A little fun challenge, upper body strength, coordination, and balance.